What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and today I'm joined by Miguel Chain. We are live for our 2024 rather, Arnold Classic Pre Show. And Miguel, for people who don't know, is it Miguel or is that pronounced right or no?
Yes, it's right. It's right. Miguel.
Now, I've also got to ask as well, the guy on stage here,
Yes.
Rafael Brandao, how do you pronounce his name? Because Milos Sarcev, I heard him say recently, but it's Rafael, not Raphael.
Yes, it's Rafael.
Oh, so it's
Rafa.
Raphael.
Yes. Rafa.
Oh,
That just Rafa L. And
Raphael.
yes, great, great. And
Raphael. Okay.
Brand down. Yes, it's
Oh,
great. It's great.
Brandao. Okay.
Yes.
Rafael
Awesome.
Brandao. Okay. I'll do my best. I'm not the best at pronouncing things, but we'll
Oh, no
start with
worries.
him. And he looked incredible. Like, I'm scared to say his name now, but he looked so good. I was really impressed. I predicted him to finish in third place. It looks like that's a
Yes.
bare minimum for him now. What did you think about him and the package he brought to the stage? And do you think he can even move up into the top two like Steve Kuklo will sort of fell out of that top two against Nick Walker and Ian Valier moved up after not being compared in the top two? I think it was the Arnold Classic 2021 where Nick Walker won.
So I,
Do you
I
think
believe
Raphael
so.
can do the same?
First of all, thank you very much for having me here. It's an honor. I follow your channel, your work. It's awesome. So for me, it's an honor being here. So and bring the Brazilian news and Brazilian information. I know we have a language barrier, Portuguese, English. So I'll do my best to bring all the news and all the information I can bring to you. Well, about Rafael, he's about 12 to 14 pounds heavier than the last show he did, which was the Olympia. So I believe he was like 269, 270 pounds on stage last night. He was better, he was bigger, he was fuller. He wasn't the driest Rafael we've seen, but we've talked to his team and they told us they are going to bring him fuller and a little drier tonight. So let's see. Third place is a great placing for him, especially because he was a 10th place at last Olympia. And he's been, it's hard in Brazil, because the fans are so passionate and they love the sport and they give you so much love, but at the same time, they can hate you so badly, you
Yeah.
know. So Rafael is facing some pressure the last month because okay, he's not competing. He took the year off just to get bigger, and what happens if he doesn't get bigger? But fortunately, he was bigger. He was better. I think top three is great for him. It's always hard for me to talk about Brazilian guys because I'm a bodybuilding journalist and I've been in the scene like for almost 20 years. And it's very special for me because when I start my career, we never ever imagined in our wildest dreams that things like that would happen to Brazilian guys. So I have to hold on a second and okay, don't talk with your heart, talk with your brain. So top
Mm.
three is great for him. Top two, man, I don't know. Samson is great. Samson is a little bigger than him. Samson is not so tight as we would like to see him, but anything can happen. Third place, it's great.
Yeah.
If can make a top two, brother, people in Brazil will be very happy tonight.
Absolutely. This is the two guys, obviously, that he's challenging Samson Dowder and Hardy Chupin, and
Yes.
everyone seems to think that Hardy is the favourite to win this. Do you see it going that same way as well?
I think so. I think so. I was at the Olympia last year. I was one of the hosts for the official Brazilian pay-per-view, so I could see these guys in backstage very closely, and video doesn't do justice for these guys. And Hardy, so his look is so hard, and now it
Yeah.
seems he's harder and drier, and so it's very difficult. It's very difficult for Samson to beat him tonight.
Mm. It seems like Hardy as well actually brought his waist in compared to what he was like at the Olympia, 2023 Mr. Olympia. It seems like his waist got dramatically tighter. It seems like maybe that's something that Harney focused on and thought, if that can become a strength, and really you can see in the ab pose there that like he's shredded, got those real shredded abs, and Samson has that little bit of distension. Do you think that is one of the big factors that sort of hurts Samson too? Because I think that sort of hurts a little bit because now that midsection is sort of a strength of Hardy's when I thought it might be more of a strength of Samson's.
I agree, man. I agree. Another thing, his quads. Tyler said that there was a little imbalance in quadriceps size, and it seems they corrected it. It seems like Hardy's quads are a little more balanced, and maybe that's why we look at his waist and we see like, okay, and you have the perception or the impression it's tighter, but I think it's tighter too, but his legs are a little rounder and bigger. And Samson,
Yeah, for sure.
I,
Now,
I'm
one of the
worried. I'm worried
sorry, you
about
go.
Samson because, yeah, sorry, I'm worried about Samson because he's. It seems to me he's having trouble and holding his belly and holding his abs tight, especially in transitions. So let's see.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Now, one of the men, I'll bring up a photo of him in just a moment, is HorseMD, Marcelo De Angelis. He came into this show, and I believe I predicted him maybe in about sixth place. And some people were like, "You're crazy. He's going to be third," and these really, really high predictions. And I felt it was a bit too much to predict Marcelo up in third because it is a big contest. And while he did fantastic last year, beat guys like Nathan Diasha, which is very, very difficult to do. But I felt he was maybe there was a lot of pressure on him. And as you mentioned before with Rafael, Rafael,
Yes, yes.
he
Let's make a deal. You say
yeah,
the way you want to say it because it's okay the other way. Yes,
yeah,
we don't care. Yes,
yeah.
don't worry.
But obviously he's under a lot of pressure. I saw that he actually put up a post. I couldn't obviously understand what he said, but he was speaking sort of to the fans and on his Instagram story about everything that happened. What was Horse MD Marcelo De Angelis actually saying to the fans and to everyone after he competed because he wasn't obviously in his best condition at this show?
Yes, unfortunately not. It was a huge disappointment for us. And let me explain to you. Rafael Brandao, he's a pro since 2017, and he's working steady and slowly because okay, I'm growing slowly because I don't want to lose my lines. I don't want to lose my waist. I don't want to ruin my aesthetics. And he's doing his job. It's okay. But people nowadays they are everybody's in a hurry. Everybody wants him to grow a lot year after year. But he's taking his time and it's paying off right now. But these like years make the fans a little angry sometimes. And Horse is a different story because Horse wasn't competing. He's been competing for almost 10 years now. He's 28, I believe, but he was competing in NABA and other federations. But he always made clear, I don't want to compete now. It's not serious for me. I want to build my companies. I want to make money. I want to have a comfortable life. And after that, I'll compete and I'll put 100% effort in competing. And he's doing this for 2 years. So people look at him a little differently. There's not so much pressure on him. He did well in Romania, and now, man, now we don't know what happened. And the message what he said, please don't hate on Milos. That's why, because fans are
Mm,
wild and people are okay. In Brazil, every someone has to be. the guilty one. So okay, Rossi did bad. Who do we need to blame? You know, and people are going after Milos because it is his coach. And Horst said, okay, we did the things together. Don't go after him. It's my fault. It's my responsibility. I chose Milos and he told me what to do and I agreed. So it's don't go after him. I'm mad. He said, I'm mad about the result. Of course, I'm not satisfied. We are going to get better for the finals. Basically that.
Yeah. It's quite funny. Like in America, in even Australia as well, people people don't seem to be as passionate about their athletes and maybe not as prideful country wise. But Brazil, and we've seen it with other bodybuilding, we've seen it obviously with the Iranian fans, like that was even another level above, in
Yeah,
terms
man.
of
Yeah, man.
the what Derek Lunsford received and things like that. But obviously, you mentioned, you don't know Brazilian fans and you and everyone doesn't know what happened with his prep, or what happened for him not to look his best because last year I think the package was better. He has made obviously gains to his physique since then, but it just came together better at the end when he competed and beat out Nathan Diasha. And it could,
Yes.
Milos does do things aggressively too. He's known for the
Yes.
insulin protocols and all those sorts of things. So while that can lead to someone being bursting full and looking crazy, it can also lead to a bit more high risk in terms of missing the peak. And that could have happened, but obviously Milos is not trying to do wrong by HorseMD or Marcelo by doing this, and he's made tremendous gains. Honestly, I never thought
Yes.
that Marcelo would be at this level this quick. It's just amazing.
Yes, man. In Romania, they were knowing each other, and from what I've heard, I still have to talk to Horst more about that. But Milos told him, I saw this in a video. Milos told him, okay, I'm not doing 100% my thing here. You do your thing, and things you are used to do with your body, and I watch and I just give a little tip here and there. And in the next show, we'll do things uh, my way. And I think now
Uh-huh.
for this Arnold, Milos did his protocol. I don't know, man, what happened because he was great until 2 days before the show.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
maybe
thought. I
something
thought,
happened. Yes,
he because we saw like the deep detail and everything that was happening with his physique, and it just didn't translate to the stage. So perhaps obviously what Horse did previously for himself, and maybe that's a bit more reason as to why the fans are upset. Did the Brazilian fans know that it was all Milos this time, and the last time it was Horse doing that sort of stuff? Like, have you and other people spoken about it?
yeah, he said that in a video, but
Ah,
actually
yep.
we don't really. I didn't have the chance to talk to him in these days because they are very busy and tired, of course. So tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'll talk to him and he will explain a little more what happened. So let's see. But uh, man, the first times a coach works with an athlete, sometimes it's hard to figure what to do and what works best or not. And
Yeah, it's
Arnold's
very
a
hard.
big show. Arnold's a big show, and they're prejudging. They do it fast. They don't do what a lot of comparisons, a lot of callouts. Is first call out, second call out, and a final comparison. So if you remember in Romania, Horst, the first call out, he was a little overexcited and a little uh,
Yes.
and after a few minutes, he calmed down and he started posing better and holding his abs better. And I was talking, he can't do that in Arnold because it's so fast. If he sleeps a little, uh, he will not have time to correct the cars. Maybe that happened. So let's see what they can do in the for the finals.
Now, I
But
wanted to talk. talk to you a
Yes.
little bit about the classic physique as well, because that obviously went down yesterday. I wanted to
Oh
mention that
man.
because that was one that was, well, for some people controversial, because some people were very much on the side of Ramon, because Ramon didn't, to me, he didn't miss the mark. I don't know if this is his best or not. I'm not sure, or just Wesley Viss has made such large improvements. How's this decision been received by the Brazilian bodybuilding fans? Are some Brazilians like agreeing with the decision, or are most disagreeing? Because I could make a case either way for Ramon or Wesley winning this one.
Yes. In this Arnold, it was like a flip a coin, because we can. Okay, Ramon, Wesley won the show, and we can stay and we can find arguments to support that. If Ramon would have won the show, same thing. But in Brazil, people are angry, people are disappointed, especially because Ramon, oh, I don't know if you are aware about that, but he started his prep only 6 weeks before the Arnold.
I heard that. I
And
only heard that yesterday.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, he
Why was
took two
that?
months. Yes, man, he took 2 months off after the Olympia, and he started his prep 6 weeks before, because he gets ready so fast and so easily. For the Olympia last year, his prep was like 9 weeks.
Wow. So he prepped quick.
Yes, yes, man.
Yeah.
So what is my opinion? He was a little overconfident and he made a mistake, because he maybe, okay, in 6 weeks I can be as better as I was at the Olympia. I can win the show. I can defeat Urs and Brion. And in fact, he did that. But that wild card was Wesley Vissers, and he came. We can't say he came out nowhere, because he was there working and knocking on the door, and I was talking about him for the last weeks, and man, I don't know what this guy needs to do, but he has a great physique. When he finds the right spot, he will do some damage, and in fact, he did. So we have a few facts about Ramon. This short prep, and he made a mistake, and he knows that. Unfortunately, one day, carb up, because in Arnold Classic, the weightings are 20 hours before the prejudging. In Olympia, we have 2 days, 48 hours,
Ah. So how long is it before the Arnold?
24 hours, just one day.
Oh, 24. Wow, okay. That makes a big
Yes.
difference for someone like Ramon. Because I was actually thinking that at prejudging at the Arnold's here, he was actually looked flatter than he did at the finals. I thought at finals I had him winning. I was like, I was
Yeah.
saying on my live stream, I was saying he looks so much better. I said, okay, I think, and I was going, because I was excited to see, a new guy doing really well. And I know Wesley as well, and I don't know Ramon. So I was like, oh, it's cool to see Wesley. I think he's winning prejudging. And then at finals, I said, I don't know, guys, because a lot of people were on Wesley and thinking Wesley was going to win, and I said I don't know. I said I think Ramon's winning finals, so I had literally a split decision. So was that a thing that he carved up a lot more maybe for finals and had more time to carve up?
Yes, for sure, for sure. And if you take the videos from last year's Olympia and Arnold, he was much better at the Olympia than he was in the Arnold, because
Mm.
because of that, he has always more time, and he always gets heavier in the off season. He goes up to 118 kilos, 119 kilos. It's like almost 240, 240,
Yeah,
250,
wow,
250.
wow,
And
that's
so,
crazy.
yes, yes. And so when he depletes to make the weight, he needs time to carb up and get fuller again.
Mm.
That's the problem with him. And the other problem, Chris, unfortunately, a very sad
Mm.
news. Chris Aceto's mother uh, passed passed away the day before the weightings, and so
Yeah.
Chris was there with Ramon. Ramon made the weight, and Chris Aceto flew away for the funeral. So he wasn't alone. He was with Eduardo Correa, which is a very experienced athlete and coach too,
Yeah.
but it's not the same thing. So
Yeah.
several factors might be contributed for this result. And I think Tamer, Tamer Ogindi?
Yes. Yep.
Tamer Ogindi is Mr. Olympia director and promoter, and he's an IFBB pro judge. He's from Brazil, and he gave us a little feedback last night. And one interesting thing is classic physique is only judged in prejudging. The finals, it doesn't count. Did you know that?
I was wondering that. I was wondering because there's only one score on the scorecard, and I saw it, and it was a
Yes,
1 point decision.
that's
So
why.
that's crazy to me. I don't know why they do that because it, I've always thought it was half and half, 50-50, prejudging and finals. But for some reason in the classic physique, they just, yeah, okay, that's really interesting because I was actually thinking that I was like going to ask Tarek Gindi because I'm actually going on Olympia
Yes,
TV after the Olympia today. I was going to ask him, why is there only one score? Is it, was it they only
yes,
do that if all the judges think they place the same prejudging and finals or what's happening there? So that's really interesting. And I've got to imagine if it was 50-50, I think Ramon would have won.
yes. Because the Open is the only division that they judge both final prejudging and finals. Every other division is
Ah,
only yes. And of course, what Tamer said is they can judge the finals, but the head judge is going to decide that. Uh, let's see. Okay, Wesley is winning by 1 point and Ramon is second. But let's say for some reason Urs Kalechinsky, which is a great guy, uh, arrive in the finals much improved, much better than the other two. So they might judge it again in this
yep.
case, But since Ramon was better in the finals, Tamer told Ramon was much better in the finals, but Wesley was a little better too. So uh, that the Wesley was so far ahead from the prejudging. So Ramon, even we like let's say getting better for the finals, it wasn't enough,
Mm. Yeah, and
unfortunately for
perhaps
us.
perhaps one judge changed their vote, which it was maybe a 2 or 3 point decision, and then it became a 1 point decision. And obviously, Ramon's got to be feeling that, from losing by 1 point, which is really rough. But knowing that the
Yes,
Olympia is obviously, it's longer time to weigh in and carb up and everything like that, I think that will only help Ramon. And, I was thinking that, oh, that's hard for Ramon going to the Olympia, but knowing that information now, obviously I knew Chris wasn't there, which Chris may have seen before prejudging. Maybe Ramon's a little bit too flat. Maybe we need to carb him up more aggressively. And it would be I would be nervous being Eduardo Correa to go, yeah, let's carb him up hard. And then what happens if he spills? What happens if something goes wrong doing that?
yes,
That's what I thought of.
yes.
So
That's
yeah,
the
but
problem.
Miguel, I want to thank you so much for coming on here. I've put the link to your YouTube channel in the description of this video, so I encourage everyone to go over and follow you. And you've got like 100 and how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers do you have?
137, I think.
Wow. Okay, I've only got about
Yes,
90,000 to go or something, or 80,000
yes.
behind
But
you, but
but
that's awesome.
you are growing fast, man. You are doing a great job. Great job.
Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. And obviously, you're doing a fantastic job. I might not understand everything you do, but you reached out to me and said if you ever want any information or anything about Brazilian athletes, and I thought, I'm going to take advantage of that and get you on here. And you've
Yes.
been more than helpful, and you've actually clarified some things for me in the past. And I actually know you gave me a shout out on your channel because I had a ton of Brazilians come over and comment on one of my videos and saying, Miguel sent me, Miguel sent me. And I'm like, oh, that's so
Yes.
cool. And I was like, wow. So obviously, send as many Brazilian fans my way as you want because they're great and I love the passion. Even if fans do get a little bit too much sometimes, I love it anyway.
Yes.
I love all the dinosaur emojis. I love it all. So
No, they're great. They're passionate. So sometimes they go a little overboard, but we try our best to educate them and to like give a good impression. And okay, let's do good things. Let's be positive. Let's make friends.
Yeah.
That's how we grow. So whenever you need me, I'll be here.
Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Miguel, I'm going to let you get going. I'll just answer a few questions here for the fans before I wrap this stream up. But I just want to say thank you so much for
Uh,
joining Desktop
okay,
Bodybuilding.
if okay, thank you so much. Thank you so
What were you going to
much.
say? Were you going to mention something else?
Yes, if you need me, I have a few more minutes if you need.
Oh, it's okay because I've got to go live anyway for this
Oh
for
yes,
my other
so
stream, which is in a few minutes. So,
okay, so
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Thank you so much, Miguel. I'll talk to you very, very soon. And if people want to have you back on the channel, which I'm sure the fans will, because it's got a great reception. We've got 340 people in here live watching now. I'd love to have you back on again. So we'll have to do this again sometime.
sure, for sure. It will be an
Thank you so
honor
much,
for me.
Miguel.
Yes, thank
Thank you
you,
so much. And everyone go over and follow him as well. So that's Miguel Chain. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Instagram. He's got a huge following and he puts up tons of great information. Thank you so much, Miguel.
thank you. See you guys.
See ya. All right. It's just us now, guys. And I'll quickly answer these questions. And I was going to close this down straight away, but I saw a huge super chat here and says, "Good day, Xavier. I just wanted to show appreciation for." Let me just play this so I can get that out of the way. Show appreciation for the channel, just like RX, that has helped me get through some tough times and keeps me in the loop of the sport I love. Best wishes, Christos, Melbourne, Oz. Thank you so much, man. That actually means a huge amount because that is a generous donation of $31 Australian as well. Um, Really cool, man. Because yeah, you don't normally get donations one that size. Any size is obviously much appreciated, but also a message as well. And I know what you mean. You know, listening to different channels and things like that can be a very welcome distraction if you are going through hard times. So, shout out to you, my friend. And I'll quickly answer a few questions, and then I've got to jump over to my other stream because that is starting all very soon. I've got to really get ready for that. Um, Let me go down to the bottom. Thank you. Someone saying here, Ramon looks undersized. Any questions? Any questions? Just feature a few of your comments on the screen because I appreciate you guys getting in the comments. Brian was robbed. He had a better than hers. I'm not sure. A better what? Boy, I hate to say it, but not Samson. Not sure it's him, Milos, or what, but doesn't look as sharp. Now the Arnold UK will be different. If Hardy can keep condition dry a little more, no one will beat him, and Derek's reign would be in trouble. And shout out to all you guys. I'm just featuring comments that I'm seeing on the screen here quickly. And I'm about to go live for the night show in a couple of minutes. The link to that, I don't know if I've put that in the description of this, but you can just go over to my channel and check it out and jump on there. And I'm about to go live within a couple of minutes. I might be 2-3 minutes late, but yeah, I meant to start it in 2 minutes time. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me live. Good morning and featuring your comments. Thank you so much. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. And a special shout out as well to CK Christos from Melbourne, Australia for the very, very generous super chat. My man, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. My name's Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding. And let me quickly remove that comment because it will look weird at the very end. Thank you, CK. Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding. And we are, let me find the outro. Out.